Hello and welcome back to Atypical Wealth. I'm Aamber Hickman, your South Bay LA Realtor, and today we're breaking down two critical, amazing areas in Los Angeles, and that is Santa Monica and Silver Lake. Now, one of them is a neighborhood and one of them is a city, but they carry their own unique lifestyle, their own unique there's something special about each one of these neighborhoods, and I think if you know anything about these areas, you're definitely gonna have a favorite, okay? I'm gonna tell you the pros and the cons of each area, and we're gonna compare the two a bit so you can find out which of those two areas might be best for you. Whether you're local to LA and just kind of curious about these areas or considering making the move out here, this information is for you. Show some love to the channel while you're here and let me know if you find any one of these tips, and let me know in the comments if you find any one of these neighborhoods or tips useful, or if you've been to one of the places that I'm going to tell you about today. So let's dig in, and we will start with Santa Monica. Santa Monica, off the 10 freeway, you will find, I wouldn't quite call it an oasis because you got to get past the traffic first, but once you do and you get on the streets and you see the sunset, you know you are home. Santa Monica, the quintessential beach city. Whenever they're filming a beach scene and you see a pier and you have it in your mind's eye what that looks like and feels like in California, you're probably thinking of Santa Monica whether you know it or not. I mean, it is full of lovely shops, good schools, and some of them not so good, depending. Santa Monica has a lovely, bustling lifestyle. If you're into that sort of thing, well, you have to be because you're in LA, right? But one thing about Santa Monica, it does a really good job of shifting up and then shifting down. There are some more residential, more family-oriented areas of Santa Monica. And then there's places like downtown Santa Monica where you're here for the nightlife, the restaurants, the quintessential LA city experience, okay? So one highlight about Santa Monica, you already know about the beaches, right? The beaches. But it's not just that Santa Monica Pier area, guys. Santa Monica practically sits at the foot of Malibu. So, you're really at a gateway city to all of these stunning, breathtaking hikes. The scenic route off of PCH. It is really something. Like, if you haven't been in a while, every time I go back, I remember, I'm like, oh, this place is really nice. So I'm a beach girl at heart. Right now I'm in the heart of Los Angeles, but I've been throughout all of LA County, and it never ceases to amaze me how stunning off of PCH these beaches are. I love Long Beach, don't get me wrong, but there's a such thing as a hierarchy when it comes to California beaches, and Santa Monica and Malibu, sorry, there's no comparison, I hate to tell you. But with all of that, in Santa Monica, there's all these activities you can do because the city is also super active. Right now, for the holidays at the Pier, they're doing holiday cheer on the Pier, and you get to, bring the kids, write letters to Santa. You'll see all the Christmas decorations, all of that fun stuff there. If you're kind of a history geek like me, you might enjoy like a walking historical tour of the Pier. Don't sleep on it till you try it. And then of course, there's these super unique events. And then of course there's amazing events like Cirque du Soleil. They're at the Santa Monica Pier until January of this year under the big top. So imagine you are on your way to see Cirque du Soleil, but you're also on the beach and can see the ocean, and you're just having the time of your life. There's no bad seat in the house. It is quite the experience, and I encourage you to go because that's like an all-day affair. Hang out at the pier, see the beaches, see 3rd Street Promenade, see the shops, and then go to the show. Hello? Who wouldn't want that? I told you about the 3rd Street Promenade before, but I'm gonna tell you one more time. It's an amazing outdoor shopping center full of high-end luxury retailers and some that are more middle tier as well. There's something there for everyone. So I highly recommend, if you are feeling the holiday spirit and you need to get some shopping done, 3rd Street Promenade, or just get something for yourself, honestly. Throughout Santa Monica, you'll find that you have some of the most amazing restaurants. So not just in downtown Santa Monica, but throughout Santa Monica, you'll find some of the most amazing restaurants. Santa Monica is one of those cities in LA that does a really good job of shifting upscale and also being really down to earth at the same time, but you still have an amazing experience, especially with restaurants. One of those fine dining experiences you might want to check out is Mélisse. This is a fine dining experience. We're talking Michelin star rated experience. You'll have a French and American inspired menu, and you'll probably spend over $100 per person on this experience, but it will be worth it. But if fine dining is not your jam, don't worry, Santa Monica has you covered. There's another restaurant called Lobster and Pier Santa Monica, and you can spend $20 to $30 per person and get you like truffle fries and lobster. I mean, like, who's complaining about that, right? I mean, really, the point is Santa Monica, there's something there for everybody. There's something there for if you are living a single lifestyle. There's something there if you are a young family. And they're even accommodating towards retirees, especially with city events, guys. So Santa Monica, if you love being near the beach, you love an active lifestyle, you want to be there. The active lifestyle in Santa Monica is something you won't be able to miss. Whether you're going to the beach or walking down the street, you're going to see people outside. You're gonna see people walking their dog. You're gonna see yoga on the bluff areas. You're gonna see hiking trails. Just like many other places in LA, being outdoors is very common, and an active lifestyle runs throughout the vein of this city. So let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the numbers. What's the cost of living like, Amber? This sounds great, but like, who can afford to live here? Well, let me break it down for you. On average in Santa Monica, if you're looking to buy, you might pay $1.6 to $1.9 million. That's on average. If you're looking to rent, honestly, it can go any way you want it to. I've seen places that are less than 2 miles from the beach go for $2,100, but then I've also seen places going $11,000 a month, right? So it's a huge disparity. So when you're looking at the average price of rentals in Santa Monica, you want to be really careful about looking at that data as a whole, because it's not super helpful. Think about the features you want in your apartment. Do you need it to be super upgraded? Do you need to be by the beach? Is that super important to you? Because these are things that can impact the price. But there's a huge disparity in price in Santa Monica, so I highly recommend getting some help. I highly recommend you get eyes on the properties that you're considering, because I mean, paying less might not be the best idea depending on what you're dealing with. If you're considering going to Santa Monica, you need to consider going to Santa Monica, because it's not always the easiest to get to. Okay, it's off of the 10 freeway, and the 10 freeway does not have the best reputation when it comes to traffic. It can get seriously congested. From downtown LA to Santa Monica with no traffic, it's honestly less than like 15 minutes, 20 tops. But it can turn into an hour drive easily, depending on the time of day. So something to consider when you're thinking about Santa Monica. I just hope that you live and work in Santa Monica or work from home, because that's a tough lifestyle to sign up for. On the flip side, Santa Monica has a beautiful, beautiful metro line that runs really all throughout LA County. So you can use that, but I mean, I don't know where you're coming from, so you might not enjoy as scenic of a stop on the way. The road to get to Santa Monica might not be as scenic as you would like when it comes to LA Metro public transit. So just fair warning, know your route and know if you're down for that life. And we have to talk about the parking. It's not uncommon in Santa Monica to have permit-only parking neighborhoods. Even if you're just going to visit, you'll find you need to just budget for parking right away. It's highly congested. It's a common tourist stop, but there's also people there just living their lives, right? So it's super important that if you don't want to worry about parking, that you, number one, get a place that has parking, or make sure you don't need a car. Whatever it is, set your life up around the parking. And I know that sounds dramatic, but I mean it. Set your life up around the parking if you plan on moving to Santa Monica. Make sure that you have a designated spot, or that you're in one of those permit-only neighborhoods and that you have said permit. The schools in Santa Monica could be really varying in quality, so make sure you do your research on those. And overall, the housing market is competitive, but if you would like a cheaper alternative, let's talk about Silver Lake. If Silver Lake were a person, we would say that she's eclectic, creative, that she has really good taste in food, that she's very environmentally friendly. Let's just tell you about Silver Lake. So Silver Lake has a reputation to be a hub for young professionals and especially creatives, and that goes for music, that goes for art, that goes for improv. There is a very strong improv community in the Silver Lake and surrounding areas. Oh, and also comedy. Yeah, it's kind of fun. When you're walking down the street in Silver Lake, you can feel that artistic energy all around, especially near the Sunset Junction. That's where you're gonna see a lot of amazing restaurants, murals, coffee shops. I mean, there's art all around. Lots of people just walking their dogs. Like, they create an environment where you actually want to be on your laptop for a few hours at the coffee shop. Mind you, you will pay $8 for coffee, but you might not regret it because the coffee's bomb. Much like Santa Monica, there's also a strong culture for outdoor activities, especially near the Silver Lake Reservoir. There's about a 2-mile trail that goes around what's pretty much a lake, and it's actually pretty stunning. You'll see people having picnics, taking their dogs out, having a jolly good time, and I mean, it's not the beach, but some people do not want to leave with sand as a souvenir, so it really does work for some. Another thing Silver Lake has in common with Santa Monica: super community friendly, very active. Another one of those places where you'll see like a farmer's market on a Sunday or Saturday somewhere. And you'll see a lot of young families there as well, in addition to those young professionals and creatives we talked about. But you'll find a key difference between Santa Monica and Silver Lake when it comes to nightlife. Like I said, Santa Monica does a great job of doing upscale and also doing something in the middle that's more affordable, right? Silver Lake, as far as nightlife, tends to just stay towards the middle. There's not like a whole lot of fine dining experiences that Silver Lake is known for, unlike Santa Monica. One thing you'll find consistently just within a couple miles is multiple indie music night spots like the Echoplex, El Cid, Silver Lake Lounge. These are all places where you can find independent artists, DJs, bands playing on like a nightly basis. In some places it's kind of like a stand-up and dance situation, and others it's like a have a beer and play some pool. Either way, in Silver Lake, it's always a relaxed and warm and welcoming environment in any one of these night spot type of locations. It's nothing like, say, downtown LA. If you're going to a night spot and you're not dressed accordingly, they might escort you towards the door. Nothing like that. Let's talk about the numbers. So the housing costs when it comes to Silver Lake, it is cheaper than Santa Monica. Average sales price is about 1.2 million. If you're looking to rent, again, there is a big range, but you can find a place 1 bedroom, 1 bath for about 2,100, going up to about 2,800. And of course, there's always ones that are like way higher, but that's about what you can expect for a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. It's not all butterflies and rainbows in Silver Lake, so we have to talk about a couple of cons of living there. One of them being that it is a relatively small neighborhood. Some people might see that as a plus, and in some ways it is, but you'll find you have to get out of Silver Lake to do a lot of like commonplace activities. You might need to go to a Walmart or a Costco or a Sam's Club or a gas station that's a little more affordable. You tend to have to drive just a little bit further to actually do that in Silver Lake, because Silver Lake, remember, it's just a neighborhood, right? It's sitting right next to Echo Park. It's sitting near Hollywood, right? And you kind of have to go to some of these larger areas to do a lot of commonplace activities affordably. You can do all your grocery shopping in Silver Lake, but you'll find that, man, well, where did my monthly budget go? Like, that could happen, right? Whereas in Santa Monica, it's pretty easy to just run to a Target or run to the average grocery store where the prices aren't crazy because it's not necessarily all organic, gluten-free. You don't have to worry about that. Santa Monica it'll have you covered. But Silver Lake, might have to drive a bit. And there's no escaping it, but the parking. Silver Lake parking, not great. I mean, especially off of Sunset Junction where you get into the residential areas, parking can get really tough. I see a lot of people out there when I'm at open houses with the, hey, this is a driveway sign. You know why they have that? Because they have been blocked in before. The parking is really tight. And again, if you're considering moving to that area, I would consider plan your life around your parking, people. Unless you have that kind of time where you can find a parking spot and then move your car because you street sweeping one day. I don't want that for you, but if you're about that life, you go ahead. For all of the troubles that Silver Lake might have, the cons of being so close to so much of LA, I mean, it is pretty awesome. You're super close to Glendale, Eagle Rock, Hollywood, downtown LA. I'd say it's much more central than Santa Monica. So if you find that you have to get up and go places pretty often, go see family, and you just want to explore the rest of the city, like, I definitely feel as though Silver Lake is much more accessible to do that, even without a car. Public transit works very well in both Santa Monica and Silver Lake, but definitely near Silver Lake, because you have things like the Dodger Stadium, not terribly far. You have these major concert events happening. You have major concert events happening near that area as well. So you'll find that the public transit infrastructure is much more accessible in Silver Lake than Santa Monica, than really a lot of other cities in LA. So make sure you take advantage of that should you ever find your way to Silver Lake, even if you're just visiting. So which place is best for you? You tell me, because they are different and they have lots of similarities as well. It's all about what you feel truly suits your lifestyle. I'm here to help you find that, even if it's outside of these two places. So if you want to tell me a little bit about your lifestyle, go ahead and drop it in the comments or shoot me a message and I could tell you exactly which LA neighborhood suits you, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a little bit more about LA. I'm Aamber Hickman and I'll see you at the next one.